Oh my God. Hi friends. Tell me your quads aren't as sore as mine are. I have officially completed the Open. I think that this was the most difficult Open that I've ever participated in. This is my 4th one. And of those 4, I think that this was the hardest. Everything was hard. Everything was hard. And this one, in true 0.5 fashion, was not about to let us get away with not feeling the pain cave if we hadn't already. Before I get started in all of this stuff, I just wanted to let you know that this is going to be a 2-part video. The first part is going to be my usual recap of how 19.5 went, but what I want to do for part 2 is I want to essentially do like what they're doing for the Open for the games, but just based on my hashtag HiFriends custom leaderboard. Since there are so many of you that are participating in my custom leaderboard, I want to make sure that I recognize every single one of you, and especially those of you who finished in a top spot from your country in each workout and overall. That will also, I think, apply to both the RX division and the scale division. So if you want to make sure that your score is entered on there so I can see how you did and congratulate you in the part 2 of this video, make sure you go to your games.crossfit.com profile and add the hashtag HiFriends. That's the last time I'm going to say that. If you are participating in the Open and you're not actually registered on the CrossFit website, totally fine. You saved yourself 20 bucks. What I want you to do, and anybody else who participated in general, is to comment down below your proudest moment in the 2019 Open. When I started this whole series, I wanted to go into it remembering that no matter what, there's always a positive outlook on everything that happens. Even if right now you might not feel like you did as well as you wanted to, looking back on your actual performance, it's easy to find things that you accomplished that you might not have ever done before. You know, it only would have happened because you chose to participate and you chose to go for it in whichever fashion that was. And I think that this is the time that we can really pat ourselves on the back and be like, yeah. So with that being said, let's see how my awful 19.5 went. Because this workout is so long, I'm going to do exactly what I did for 19.1, and I'm going to put timestamps in the caption so that you can see when the video starts. You can jump to when I finish the thrusters, to when I start the chest to bar, when I finish the chest to bar, when I get back, you know, major points in the workout, all the way up to when I finish, so you can skip through and you don't have to watch all 20 minutes because, I mean, if you do, I love you. Without further ado, like all the YouTubers say, let's just get into it. Here we go. Oh, God. I said before this started that this is the greatest I'm gonna feel for the next 20 minutes. Completely accurate. So, going into this, I had the plan that I was gonna do sets of 3 on the thruster. And then I warmed up and I got the thruster done in the back and was like, oh my God. I did a set of 2 in the back and was like, okay, sets of 2, not 3. I knew that going into this, I don't know if I mentioned it the last time, my last recorded my last recorded 1 rep max thruster was like 75 pounds. So this is a heavy thruster for me, and especially being tasked with doing 33 of them to start. It was painful. Like, I was making sure that I was taking long enough breaks in between. I guess I was kind of forced to take long breaks in between because it was so heavy. I think the hardest part of the thruster, though, was getting out of the squat. Like, you'll see later on, I just coming out of the bottom of the squat, to me at least, felt so slow, just stuck in molasses, trying to get out of there. So now knowing too that my quads are this sore, I'm gonna be watching this and seeing where my weight is and how I can fix it next time. Because in doing thrusters, I should be using glutes and hamstrings too, right? I have a feeling that my weight was in my toes a lot. Let's watch it on this next one. Okay, weight in the middle. You know, I was watching my feet that time, and it looks like I was in my heels for a while, but I do go into my toes, and I think that's just a thing from dance is, you know, when you're taught growing up as a dancer, when you jump off the floor, when you jump through the floor in ballet in particular, if this is the floor, you push through your toes. And I don't know if I'll ever train that out, but regardless, you can tell that I'm pushing myself through the ground as hard as I possibly can on every rep. Oh, head game. I did not escape unscathed other than soreness. I have a nice little bruise right here on my shoulder. No idea when that happened. Oh, saved it. Do it again. Nice. Something I was trying to stay conscious of was not taking so long to set up at the beginning. You know, when I was doing snatches last week, I had to really focus and set my body and my technique because it was a heavy snatch for me. This, even though it's heavy, it's a thruster, and I don't want to waste time or energy setting up for something like that. And there's my first no rep. I don't know, I think I just lost my balance forward a little bit. I'll have to go back and watch it again later, but I didn't, just a front squat. We're clean. Oh. Okay, down to singles because I failed. And I probably could have continued doing doubles, especially watching this over again, but I got scared. And by scared, I mean like I didn't want to waste any more energy. I didn't want to do any more no reps, so I just decided to suck it up and do singles for the rest of this set at least. I didn't want to put myself in that situation again, but watching it, I probably could have stuck with doubles if I really focused. Yeah. Who never wants to do 33 thrusters ever again? Never, in a workout. If I see 33 thrusters in a workout straight through, I wouldn't be surprised if I cherry picked and didn't go that day. Very minor thing for myself. Future Anna, listen to me. I have been told over and over and over again to not throw my head back when doing any sort of press overhead, including a jerk, doesn't matter, push jerk, split jerk, push press, strict press, everything I have been told over and over and over again to not throw my head back, to tuck my chin in instead. And if you watch, ready? I mean, I'm already back like this as I'm coming out of the squat, but I throw my head back every time. So that for me is a note to walk away with. Work on tucking your chin in. It'll probably help me with the shoulder lift that everyone was telling me to use, that I was just like so tired that I was like, you want me to do what? You want me to change my form right now when I can't even see straight? I was just trying to help, but I literally couldn't process anything during this workout. I think I said I'm trying to get my heart rate down, but I honestly couldn't tell you. Whatever I had to do to convince myself that I could keep moving was what I had to say. That was Wendy. She saw me starting to get in my head. I shook my head like, oh my God. And she came in and she said, you just did this many reps RX. And then I smiled and I went back to the bar and I kept moving. So Wendy is the real MVP. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen my post about her specifically. I said that she was the highlight of my open, which maybe might be my answer in my next video. But honestly, she's my girl. She had my back. She was my motivator. She kept me moving. She kept me going. And she kept me from thinking I'm not doing enough. And that, I think, mentally saved me through this entire open. So, Wendy, if you're watching this, I still love you. I love you so much. Hey! 33 thrusters at, what? 9 minutes? 9.5 minutes in or something like that? I think 9 minutes. Okay, look at me. I'm just like, what the heck? Now, I love chest to bars. I love them when they pop up in a workout. I just wish that I didn't slam myself into the bar for the first like 10 to 15 reps. I think I was just like, I am going to ensure that these reps count, and I did that by bruising my chest. It's totally unnecessary. Hey! Anytime I like can process that somebody said my name, I try to throw a thumbs up to be like, thank you. Oh, shoot, I missed it. So in the background there, Wendy, a different Wendy, she got her very first chest to bar ever. And she almost did this workout scaled because she was like, I don't have chest to bar, I don't have them. And then our coach was like, we've had a lot of firsts today, is what she told me, she said. So she did her thrusters, and then she spent the rest of the time trying to get chest to bar, and from what she said, she got 2. So obviously I stopped in the middle of my workout to cheer her on, like, hey, I know how much of a big deal that was for her, and I'm so happy that I processed that. Like, that I understood that it was happening, and I'm so happy for her. This is my friend Emily in the front. If I haven't cropped it so that it's closer to the bar, this is Emily. She was actually going to join me today and do commentary, but she'll probably pop up in another video in the future. But this whole section is me and her, so it was like, yeah, why don't you be in this commentary with me? She's certainly stronger than me. But she was telling me, and we'll have to watch her when she goes back to the chest to bars, but she had to do like a double kip. So she said, from what I can remember, she would do her C and D, and then she would come up, and then she would have to do another little kick to pop her chest onto the bar. That used to be what I had to do until, like I said in the last video, I widened my grip a little bit. So Emily, if you're watching this, maybe that will help you in the future for your chest to bars too. I used to be able to do chest to bars linked together. I think the most I've done was 3. I didn't even bother trying to do that this time. I was just trying to save all my energy and make sure, again, every rep counts. Okay, 8 minutes left, I think, is what she just said. I didn't stay as tight as I wanted to in my midline on these kips. I was tired. As we all know, your form starts to kind of break down the more tired you get, but... So, see how my knees bend when I do this, see? When I come through. Knees bend, boop. What I'd like to do is keep my legs more straight and use more of my torso as my, you know, the bending point, so that my chest area is what's more bendy than my hips. Because if I can snap that down, that's going to shoot me up closer. I'm trying to explain this. I'm not a coach. I'm just trying to like translate what I've understood over time to refine my technique on my kip for this. Obviously it's a bigger kip than a chin over bar pull-up kip, but again, this workout was just do what you can in 20 minutes. I must say though, pretty much every rep looks exactly the same of mine. Oh, we have to watch Emily and see her double kip thing. Okay, so Emily's gonna hop up right now. Gonna go 1, 2. Still counts. Six minutes! I love the, like, every 2-minute warning. I was starting to get a little worried because, you know how I said in the beginning I was slamming my chest into the bar? These reps were just touching my chest, and I was like, I said right here, I said my legs are wobbly, my body's tired, and my grip is starting to go. And again, Wendy comes in, gets me back on track. There we go. That was definitely a little bit more forceful than the previous one. Yeah. I think I had 3 left, is what she said. Okay. I don't know if you can tell. I've got bright pink Waddendons on. I'm very glad that I wore them, and my hands still hurt even though I was wearing them, so I'm sure had I not worn them, my hands would have been in a lot worse shape. Also, I taped my thumbs. Waddendon does make a thumb tape, but I have to cut it a little bit smaller because I have teeny tiny little person thumbs. Finished the chest bar of 33. But I guess that I was gripping a hook grip a little bit differently this time, and I ended up scraping off a little bit closer to my knuckle, so next time I need to tape a little bit more of my thumb than just right here. Like I usually tape just this section between my knuckles, but I learned my lesson. Okay, this is getting into the end here. 4-minute warning just happened. Oh! Okay, Jody is now coaching me. She's saying, you're gonna do 2 every time. And as you can tell by my face, I'm like, oh my God. And my legs were very shaky at this point. Like, I think there's a certain point where I rest with my hands on my knees, and you can probably see my knees shaking. It was so painful. And Jody said you actually could do 3, and I was like dying. Okay, so it doesn't look like my legs are shaking, but they certainly felt like they were. My approach to the bar is a lot more gingerly than it used to be. So it was probably right around here that I started to black out a little bit. Because all I could hear was Jody's voice, and I was just trying to listen to her and do what she said as much as possible. One, 2. I'm like holding my breath watching this. I'm having flashbacks. Okay, that's my leg shaking. Trying to shake it out. Okay, I said I was gonna do singles. It looked easy. It did not feel easy. Do not let it fool you. Watch my face coming up out of the squat this time. 90-second warning. Oh, just like everything that I have in my tiny little body. I think we're in the last minute. Got a minute? Is that what she said? Or she either said you've got a minute or you've got them in you. Okay, this has got to be getting close to the end here. Because I took a short break. Who's yelling like that? "30 seconds!" This is so hard to watch. Okay. Hold it! Do it again! And I said, I'm done with this shit. Oh my God. I'm so glad I don't have to do that again. That was the worst. That was the worst. Well, so that was my 19.5, and I finished with 81 reps RX. I did 1 set of 33 thrusters, 1 set of chest to bar pull-ups, and I did 15 more thrusters at 65. That was the conclusion of my 2019 Open. So I don't really want to make this video longer than it needs to be, so that's why I'm making this a 2-part situation. Do not forget to enter your score before 5 p.m. Even if you're not proud of it, put your score in. I'm talking to you. It's something that you're going to want to look back on next year and say, man, okay, in 19.5, this is how I did. I have a feeling, and I don't think I'm the only one that feels like 19.5 will be a repeat in 20.5 next year. Put your score in and knock it out of the park next year, okay? You know, this score, if you're not proud of it, doesn't define you. It's not a judgment of how fit you are or how not fit you are. It's just a place marker for you to do better next time and for you to grow off of. However many thrusters you did, however many chest to bars or jumping chin over bar pull-ups you did, that has made you stronger than before you started this workout. Oh, hi, Augie. So be proud. Be proud of the work that you put in. And if there's a workout in the past that you're not proud of, thank you, sir. That was just you putting in the work to get stronger for next time. So I at least hope that you know that I'm proud of you. So, of course, my battery died on me because this video has been so long, considering the workout itself was 20 minutes. So I'm going to end it here, and stay tuned on Tuesday. No, okay, let's put the next video up on Wednesday so that it gives the leaderboard a full 24 hours to process everybody's scores. And I know that there is at least one of you out there whose coach likes to take a little bit longer to check off those scores. Don't forget to comment down below what your proudest accomplishment was in this entire 2019 Open. I can't wait to hear what it was and really just digitally hug you because I'm so proud of you. So I'll catch you guys on Wednesday, and we'll talk about what's going to happen on this channel from here on out. So have a good weekend. Rest up. If you are redoing this, good luck. Take it easy afterwards. Do your recovery and drink a lot of water, which is what I'm about to do. All right. Time to go. Okay, bye.